Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are reviewing Ticket to Paradise. Yes, Ticket to Paradise is a new comedy movie that came out towards the end of September. I was on holidays when this came out, so we are reviewing this in October. But I did get the chance to go and see this yesterday, and I really enjoyed the movie. It's a fun movie starring George Clooney and Julia Roberts, and it basically involves this girl, their young daughter, who basically goes away to Bali after doing her university or college and stuff, and she meets a guy out there whilst on holiday and wants to get married to him and move to Bali then. So these parents decide to go to Bali to try and stop the wedding, but the parents don't get on, they're divorced, George Clooney hates Julia Roberts, etc, and vice versa, and yeah, it's a comedy movie. It was really fun to see an American comedy movie. This is the genre that kind of got me into movies growing up. They're the ones that don't have the most budget, of course. They're not the best movies out there, and this is not the best movie of the year, but it is a good feel-good movie. I had a real good fun time with the film. I thought George Clooney and Julia Roberts had really good chemistry. Without those two actors in this film wouldn't have been as good as it was. They definitely, for me, had real good presence together and really good chemistry, which I think worked, and it just played even more into the movie for me to enjoy it as more than I did. The look of the movie as well I thought was fantastic. I think this film was definitely filmed after COVID-19 because the iMac was actually in the movie, the new iMac. I noticed that. So this film was very much made during or after COVID because the iMac came out in 2021 of April, so COVID is kind of falling apart then, or falling off, I guess. So it was interesting to know when this film was made based on technology that I know, of course. But yeah, really good film. I thought George Clooney was fantastic in this film. Normally he plays characters that I've seen him play are quite serious and whatnot. I haven't really seen much of his movies, and may need to delve more into his stuff, what he has done in the past. Julia Roberts as well was fantastic. She just had a great smile. Me and Hannah just noticed her smile was fantastic in this film. And yeah, some of the things I didn't like about the film though was the writing of the movie. The script was really cheesy. There were some lines that were just so corny. It is a love film. It's about these two young kids that love each other. It's also about the parents that hate each other, but that are kind of rekindling their love. I'm not spoiling anything based on the trailer, but spending time with each other actually makes them realize the love they had for each other before. But it was just really corny. It was written really cheesy. It's like a birthday card, happy birthday, I love you lots, and all that crap. It was literally so cheesy. They also had CGI dolphins and stuff, and they made the dolphin go over the couple, in perfect framing, and just oh, like an arch, and it was really corny and cheesy, and took you out of the film a little bit in that sense, because you just was laughing at the cheesiness rather than laughing at the comedy in the film, which kind of defeated the whole point of the comedy aspect in the movie, if you know what I mean. But I did enjoy the movie. It is a good comedy. It is one of my favourite comedies of the year. It did remind me of The Lost City type of comedy. Just a bit of escapism. Not the best film of the year, but a real good bit of escapism, and I enjoyed it for that. But as I say, I'm just going to put it right in the middle. 2.5 stars for me overall. As I say, good in some parts, really funny, some funny lines and whatnot, but also, the chemistry I thought was fantastic of both of them. Also liked that they filmed a lot on location. You could tell a lot of it was filmed actually in Bali or on some sort of island that was pretending to be Bali. I'm not too sure, but it looked really good and nice to be filmed on a location as well. But I just didn't like the cheese fest of it, you know what I mean? There was a lot of that. There was a few questionable stuff in the script, this young girl meeting this guy and then wanting to marry him within a few weeks, and then all of a sudden, she was so she knew everybody's names and family. She was way too close to the family, for knowing him for a couple of weeks, you know what I mean? There was just a few things you just she wouldn't do that, he wouldn't do that, they wouldn't do it that way, it doesn't work like this in real life. So still a few of those little things, but good escapism. One-time watch, won't be buying it, but had fun. Glad I saw it. So that's kind of why I put it smack in the middle of 2.5 stars. So there it is, guys. There is my review of Ticket to Paradise. Let me know your thoughts down below if you have seen this movie. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.